G'day and welcome to the first Beer with Badger. It's going to be a weekly segment where we look at different beers from around the world, compare them to others, see if we can find something that we all like or don't like. We're going to start with an Australian beer this week, Victoria Bitter, VB. This has been brewed since 1854. It's responsible for a third of all packaged beer sales in Australia. It's a very popular beer, although I've not met too many people who drink it regularly, so I don't know who's buying it. Probably the same for Aussie blokes out in the outback. It's also a very important beer historically. The 1989 Ashes tour, David Boone, famous Australian cricketer, he drank 52 of these on a flight from Australia to London on the way over to beat England 4-0 in that series. So quite an epic feat, 52 beers on a 24-hour flight when you're dehydrated and feeling pretty terrible anyway, but yeah. So let's open her up. Comes in a free 7.5mm stubby. You can also get in a 750mm long neck. Pour it into a glass here. So this is a fairly typical Australian ale. Not really a lager, it's more of an ale. So it's quite a clear ale. So we'll start off with aroma. Apparently that's an important thing to look for in beers. Well, it smells like beer really, but quite light, slightly fruity tones to it. Beer looks very drinkable on a cold winter's night, so we'll have a sup. It tastes like VB. It's not a lager, it's definitely an ale. It's got a slight kind of ale-y bitterness to it, but that doesn't detract from the ale. What else can we say about that? Slightly malty-ish. Is it malty? Yeah, not very hoppy. It's a nice smooth drinking ale. I quite like it. Didn't drink much of it in Australia whenever I've been there, but does the job for me. I'll probably drink more of this than most people I know. So overall impression. It's a tasty ale. Does the job. Not too heavy, not too light. Got a bit of body to it. So I say I quite like it. A lot of people don't. Let's see, I've got my quality chair going again. So I was going to end these segments with a joke. The joke I was going to tell, that was why wasn't Jesus born in Australia? And the punchline is because they couldn't find a virgin and 3 wise men. But I thought I didn't want to offend any Australians, so I'm not going to tell that one tonight. I'm going to go for a different one. This is a Ted Chippington joke. You've never heard of him. Not many people have. I was walking to the railway station one night and a man stops me and asks me, how far to the railway station? And I say, about a mile. About a mile? About a mile, roughly speaking. Which is, I think that's hilarious, but probably not a lot of other people do. But Ted Chippington was the alternative comedian's comedian. He gave up comedy in probably the early 90s to become a truck driver, and he's just finding his way back on the stand-up circuit now. So look out for him. He's based on that joke. Avoid him, but there we go. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next week with another beer.